Alright, this is my review of the ZUT-37. The ZUT-37 is a premium vehicle in the Soviet line. Battle rating of 2.7, rank 2 as of patch 1.55. And the main attraction of this vehicle is this gun. Rapid firing 37mm cannon. Outside of that, it's basically a T-70, as you can pretty much tell, with the new turret and gun. Like the T-70, you have a crew of 2. Maximum speed is about the same, a little bit slower. It's a nice small vehicle like the T-70, which helps you hide behind cover and so on. The armor, very similar to the T-70. 35 up front, kind of thin, but you know, it's nicely sloped, so that helps. 45, very thin, 15 on the sides. Thin up top at 10. 25 at the back. Big difference is the turret. I think the T-70 can go up to 50 millimeters of armor on the turret. Here you only get 16. Very thin. There is a little bit of overlap here between this part here and this part here. So the gunner gets a little bit extra protection from the front, but that's still really just not that much. That leaves this guy pretty vulnerable, and that's been an issue. Alright, and oh, one other thing, you get a bucket. I don't know why there's a bucket there, but you get a bucket. And so what we're going to do next is we're going to take a closer look at this gun. I've got some concerns about the accuracy of the gun. Then we're going to also take a look at the turret rotation speed, the reload rate, and the gun depression. After that we'll do some replays, and then we're going to make a final decision, a final verdict as to whether or not you're going to want to spend money to add this to your lineup. Alright, here we are on the test map, and we're going to take a closer look at our ZUT, or ZUT, still not sure which. And we'll start out with the gun depression. Point the gun down as best I can, and that's it. You get 3 degrees. Not much. And this has been a frustration. There have been several times in-game I've been trying to take a shot on somebody, and I just can't because the gun depression on this vehicle is so low, or so poor. And that's one irritation with this vehicle. The other one is the turret rotation speed itself. That's a little slow. That's been an issue, especially when you're trying to shoot an airplane. This is supposedly a self-propelled anti-aircraft vehicle, but imagine trying to shoot at a plane and your turret can only turn this fast. That's been an issue. You usually wind up having to do this thing, you know, point the vehicle itself along with the turret in order to take a shot at an airplane. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the burst. Let's take a shot at this guy. Nice. You can definitely do some damage. Set him on fire. And he's done. So you've got a nice, this is certainly a potent weapon. Hit him track. Penetrate the armor of an early Panzer IV pretty easily. And he's done. So it's a powerful weapon, especially for its tier. But that turret rotation speed and the gun depression, those are 2 negatives. Another thing is the reload rate is a little slow. That's a little bit slow. I've got a well-trained crew and it's still kind of slow. So those are 3 relatively irritating things about this vehicle. It's got a good gun. It's nice and powerful for its tier and its battle rating. But turret rotation speed, gun depression, and reload rate are all a little on the poor side. Okay, I have a few concerns about the accuracy of the gun. And we'll try and fire a burst here. And let's watch carefully and see if the rounds go off to the left or right a little bit. Okay, so that time it was pretty clear. It looked like at least one or two drifted off to the right. Yeah, okay. So it looks like the gun is a little inaccurate, and even when just firing in ones or twos, there's a little bit of inaccuracy there. Okay, that first shot was definitely off to the right. Yeah. So the gun is not super accurate. It's not horrible. It's not like completely wildly off, and I am shooting, you know, what is that, 700 meters away. So it's not like completely wildly inaccurate, but there's a somewhat of an inaccuracy for this gun, and that's something to keep in mind. Again, it's not horrible, but it's there. Okay, here we are on Mozdok. And we're going to start out by taking out that Crusader. And it takes us a little bit. And I'm trying to do single shots to avoid bursts that might introduce a little more inaccuracy. And I decided to not go after the Panzer III. I'm just kind of checking out the situation here, seeing who I have a shot at. Valentine, probably can't hurt him from this range. They do have a sort of a weak spot near the back. I'd like to take a shot at that A-13, but he's just a little far away, a little behind the rocks there, and I'm just checking things out here. People forget you can do that, you know, through the binoculars thing. Oh, 2 Stugs and a Matilda. I don't want to expose myself to all 3 of them. And I'm just trying to find somebody to shoot at here. I don't think I can actually hurt the Matilda from this range, so I'm just trying to track him. And by that I mean damage his tracks. Slow him down, maybe someone else can pick him off. Stug. Try to get a shot on him, couldn't quite do it. Fired a few shots, hoping to at least damage him a little bit, but nothing there. 7. Here we go. Getting some fire from a different angle, so I say, okay. Teammates need a little help here. Hello, Panzer IV. Track him. And a friendly takes him out. Did get an assist there. And now we're back to, oh yeah. Hello, Mr. Stug. Take out the Stug. Critical. Killed 2 crew members of the Panzer 35 there. Not sure why I stopped going after him, but... Oh yeah, because of that guy. Who I miss entirely. And that's kind of an example that, you know, if you had a fast reload rate, like some AAA vehicles in the game have a ridiculously fast reload rate. But not on this, not on the ZUT. Had I had a super fast reload, I might have been able to take him out. But Panzer III goes behind the hill. Not much of an option now. There's a Martyr off in the distance. Don't quite have a shot. I take a few shots anyway, don't hit him. And someone else finishes him off. And I think right about now... Oh. And yeah. A-13, I could definitely take him out, but he goes behind the hill. Not sure why I bothered shooting at the Matilda there. And then I think, yeah, it's time to move forward. Probably should have moved forward a little bit earlier, but I didn't. This team is, they're doing really well here. Panzer 35 slips behind the rock. I think I tried to go after him a few times, but he kept moving behind a rock. I don't think I ever got him. I'm a little concerned about that Valentine and the Cromwell off in the distance there. That's a concern. Got to be real careful with the ZUT. It's just, you know, the thin armor. It's just, I mean, you can't really take any hits. A real glass cannon. Crusader and a Panzer IV. They're behind the hill, don't have a shot. So we drop some artillery on them.
Roger that. Artillery, fire!
And... hello, A-13. Damaged him a little bit. He stops for some reason, and... now we're doing some damage. Bounce a shot from somebody, probably the Matilda. Bounce another shot. Whoa! Look where you're shooting, buddy. And I think during the course of that we got another kill from the artillery. Destroyed the Panzer IV. We dropped the artillery on earlier. And now we're back over here. Dropping more artillery. Don't be stingy with artillery. If you got it, use it. Keep it going. And my bucket is detached. It's floating. I have a floating bucket. More artillery for the Matilda.
Roger that. Fire. Roger that. Artillery, fire.
And also for some other guys.
Roger that.
Over there, I think. Look at my bucket. It's detached. It's just floating. The bucket is floating. That's funny. And oh right, yeah. This Tetrarch? I'm still not sure how to pronounce that. I realize the Tet has moved behind us, but Valentine takes him out, so I turn right back around. And go look for someone else to shoot at. And there's that Valentine. Normally can't damage a Valentine from here. He's too far. But there's thin armor in the rear, and I think the top rear of the Valentine, and I set him on fire. Hit him again. And I think someone else finishes him off. Yep, got an assist from that. And after that, I think that game was pretty much over. So there you have it. ZUT-37 on Mozdok. One case where the lack of gun depression was not an issue. For a change. yeah, the nice wide open spaces. There are sure there are hills like those here, but the kind of wide open spaces, you find a right spot, the lack of gun depression is not too much of an issue. Okay, here we are in White Rock Fortress in our ZUT, and going to try to defend A here. And we're taking out this Valentine, or trying to take out the Valentine. Valentine's got a little bit thin armor in the back. Set him on fire there. Bounce a shot. And we try to finish him off here. You can see a little bit of the gun inaccuracy issue. I guess it's not really so much an issue. Oh, he sets us on fire. But I think we're able to finish him off here. Calling artillery on him, I think, right there, and I think we got him. Doesn't look like he was able to put out the fire. That might have helped. And I think we're repairing here, so I'm going to speed up the replay just a bit. But anyway, the gun isn't like horribly inaccurate, but there is a little bit of a spread when you shoot. Just something to be aware of. Okay. And now we're going to peek around the corner. A's being capped. Tried to take a shot at that M3, but he moves behind the rock before I'm able to finish him. So we're backing up and reloading. Gonna try again, and right when I'm going to try again... Oh, hello. Martyr 3. And an M2. Did some damage to the Martyr, but couldn't finish him off. So we're not going to go there again because there's now 3 vehicles looking to shoot at us in that spot. So we're going to reposition. Now here, this is admittedly a steep slope, and I'm not sure. I was hoping to catch them by surprise, but the Martyr sees me. And this is kind of an example where the gun depression or lack of gun depression is an issue. If I had any gun depression, I might have been able to take one of them out. They're moving around there, so Crusader, there we go. Take out the Crusader. The Martyr. Remember that Stug up in the corner. He takes a shot at me and somehow I bounce it. There's the M2, the Martyr, and the M3 are all there. I hit a rock or something here. I don't even know what I hit. But I'm kind of panicking here a little bit. I drop artillery on this position. Take out the Martyr. Swing around and... oh, look. Artillery finished off the M3. Convenient. And I'm backing up just to avoid my own artillery here. But the small size of the ZUT was helpful there because I drove right past the M3 and he couldn't position his gun, either of his guns, to shoot me. And I think I was just repairing here a little bit, and then I go, okay, there's the M2. I kind of forgot about that Stug. And right when I was about to take a shot at the M2, the Stug got me. Very thin armor on the side of the ZUT. Boom. And although I did bounce a shot earlier from him, but I'm attributing that to just a bad angle. Oh, and he fell off the ledge there. Revenge. Sort of. Okay, so we've taken a close look at the ZUT-37. We took a look at all the basic stats and features of the vehicle. We took a close look at the gun, the turret rotation speed, reload rate, and I raised a concern about its accuracy. Then we had some in-game replays, and now it's time to reach a conclusion. Would I recommend that you spend money to add this to your lineup? And the answer is no. It's just a little underwhelming, a little disappointing. There are a lot of small negative things about this vehicle that just kind of add up into one kind of underwhelming package. The single biggest issue, that gun depression, that lack of gun depression. Many times, especially, it depends on the map. You know, if you're in a city map where everyone's pretty much on the same level, that's not so much an issue. But on any hilly terrain like Kuban, boy, that's a real hassle. You wind up having to reposition or expose more of the vehicle from cover in order to get the shot you want, and then you're just in trouble. It's not that you can't have fun with a vehicle, you can, but I would not pay full price. I'd wait for some kind of sale or discount before getting it. I'm going to say that's what I did. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, so it's a little disappointing. ZUT-37, a little underwhelming. Wait for a discount if you want to get it. So that's our conclusion. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike the video if you disliked it. Leave some comments below why you liked it or disliked it. And thanks for watching.